2024, I did a Shin Hati costume from the Ahsoka series, and today I'm going to attempt to put it on by myself. I don't know that I can, but we will try. My husband and I decided to do Baylan and Shin for DragonCon in 2024, and I kind of wanted to show it off today because I made it so fast that I've had a lot of people say, I didn't even know you ever did that costume, because I didn't post a lot of progress. And then after the convention, we didn't have a lot of photos of them for me to share because we were both in costume and couldn't take pictures of ourselves together all that well. But we did just wear them to Huntsville 2 weeks ago, so while I have them out, let's attempt a dressing video. So first thing is the pants. These are just made out of basic black cotton using a very simple pants pattern. For the undershirt, I used the pattern from Shin Studios, and it was great. It made this super easy. My shirt is made out of a thin black stretch knit, except for the panel on the sleeves with the quilting that is made out of a cotton. Next are my boot covers, gaiters, whatever you want to call them. And again, I use the Shin Studios pattern for these. I like to tuck my pants into my socks just to hold the pants steady while I put all of this on. So I put the gaiters on first. And as you can see, I have a lot of Velcro on these, and those are for the shin guards. My boots are just some that I found at the secondhand store and weathered. So to put these on, I roll the gaiters up a little bit and put the boots on. My gaiters are made of the same suede as my vest, along with some cotton that I distressed and weathered for my Jedi training Leia costume a couple of years ago. And here are my shin guards. All of the hard parts were 3D printed, painted, and weathered by my husband. So the reason I have so much Velcro on these is because I wanted these shin guards to not move, and they really don't. Once they are on, they don't go anywhere. Next are my skirts and tabards. I made these skirts out of a raw silk that I dyed and weathered and then just gathered up into a bias tape waistband. And I made the tabards a separate piece. They are the same raw silk that I dyed and weathered, but these I backed in cotton to make them a little bit heavier, and I did some stitching on the edge. These just close with a hook and eye and a snap. So here's the hard part. I don't know that I can get the vest on by myself, but I'm going to try. So I made the vest using the Shin Studios pattern. It just went together so easily. I'm so grateful for their patterns. I used a faux suede, and I did the stitching with some embroidery floss. And it's got these Velcro tabs on the shoulders for my shoulder pauldrons. So let's make an attempt. Oh, and the clasps on the back are 3D printed, because by the time we were making this, the real ones were gone. I couldn't get it zipped up all the way, but I think it's close enough that I can just go ahead and show you all the rest of it. Next is my belt and my hip panels. My husband made the belt out of leather. It has snaps on the back, and the little symbol in the front is 3D printed. The hip panels just slide onto the belt. Like so. Before I get too much further, I need to put my little knee armor pieces on. I don't have these marked left and right, but I think I had them on wrong at Huntsville because they rubbed sores on my knees for the first time. They've never done that before. But they have elastic on them, and then there's also Velcro on the pants that they connect to. And then the Velcro goes around, and there is a snap. This is the shin wig from Wiggins Fashion, and it's okay. It kind of wants to poof out, and then I feel like I look more like Garth from Wayne's World. Steaming it helps kind of tame the fluff, so I'm going to do that real quick before I go any further. Alright, so here is the wig after a steaming and defrizzing. Never actually put these on myself, so I don't know which way is up and which way is down. My husband is usually doing this, so I'm going to guess. Like I said, I have all this Velcro sticking out up here, and that is for these. Also for this arm armor, and again, my husband usually does this for me. Okay, that seems okay. Next part is the gloves and gauntlets, and I really don't know that I can put the gauntlets on, but we're going to try. I just bought these gloves online, and again, my husband did all of the hard parts, including the hand armor. And then he also 3D printed and painted and weathered and did everything on the gauntlets. There's no way I could get these on with the gloves on by myself. And here is the whole look, minus the gloves. And here is my lightsaber hilt. Again, made by my husband. I did nothing. And I can either wear it as the hilt on the belt, or they do have blades, and they do work. We did take them to Huntsville with the blades, intending to have them out and on, but we forgot to bring chargers, so we just wore them as hilts. It's nice to have the option. So yeah, that is my whole Shin Hati look. I wasn't going for super accuracy with this. I wanted it to look nice, but I'm never submitting this to the 501st or anything. I just wanted this to be a fun costume duo to do with my husband. He doesn't costume as much as he used to, so it's fun when he finds a costume that he wants to do. Don't think my shoulder things are on exactly right, but one's hanging a little bit lower than the other one. I just wanted to show it to y'all because I haven't gotten to wear it a whole lot. I didn't really get to show it off much before or after when I debuted it at DragonCon. I've worn it 3 times. times now. We wore them to DragonCon again last year, and like I said, at Huntsville 2 weeks ago. And I'd really love to wear them to a local convention sometime soon. So yeah, this is my Shin costume. It's pretty cool. I'm really happy with how it turned out. Let me know what costume I should do one of these videos on next. It will probably be after DragonCon because I am in the middle of DragonCon prep.